Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Gnome here, server X160, the best server that there is in Lithas. Anyhow, I figured I'd do a quick video on a little roster cleanup. As you'll notice, I have 3.3 billion power. And so that means I have a lot of fodder. Means I need to do some combines. We're about to go into a marriage competition, so a lot of it'll go there too. And so I figure I'll give you all some of the rules and what I kind of do whenever I do a roster cleanup. So anyhow, let's try it out. So first of all, I have all my stuff stacked here. Makes it a little easier. I've already done a couple of them, so I already went through my warriors and any of my green fodder. I leveled up to level 2 if it's a trait that I want. So there's a brutal, there's an energetic, I believe I have an honorable there, and yep, see level 2. So I always level up my fodder to level 2 that I know I'll need their traits for marriages. And if you see the other video that I did on marriages, it'll make a lot of sense to you. So I already cleaned up the Sally Horn male. I've cleaned up the Sally Horn females. And next I'll go ahead and clean up the griffins as well so you can kind of see. See, there's a brutal maker level 2. So there are some bugs, by the way. So did you notice when I moved over to the next character and I scrolled over, I had to go to details and then scroll over and then go back to traits. And if you don't do that, there's a bug where it'll go to the next level 2 person on your roster. So that's a bug that has never been fixed while I've been playing this game. So if any of the developers are watching my videos, take note of that. It's really annoying. Here's an honorable I already got at level 2. All right. And then another thing, sometimes it skips some characters if you go too fast or if it groups them up like a couple tenacious. It kind of is a little weird there. All right, so it looks like the female griffins are all looking good. Let's knock out the male griffins. These are for my districts here, so you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them at level 440. All of them, of course, with the confident level 22 and noble 22 to get the maximum out of your districts. I'm competing for #1 districts on my server X160, but yeah, I'm getting there. Anyhow, there's some players that don't even play anymore that are way up in the rankings. Anyhow, let's clean these guys up. Let's male griffin. There's a loyal. We're not cleaning up any of the other ones. We're just doing the green rarity, common, I guess you can call it. So I don't have as many of the male griffins, which is a bummer because these are guys that I use a lot in my marriages for getting exact traits. All right, those guys are all set. Female yibs. Make sure that I don't get rid of. Oh, there's an honorable, but I already got her at level 2. Good for marriages as well. Male yiv, which I'm working on trying to get to level 700, I figured out when I was playing Isles, Summertide Isles, that anytime I would have a male Water and Sun as the only character in my group to get a kill for like an elite group or even a boss, man, male Yiv still puts up a really big hassle for male Water and Sun. So I really want that Serpent Sting because it instantly depletes all the caster's mana, and there's really no way to block this. So being able to do that to a male Water and Sun is really powerful. So oh yeah, let me check out my male Yivs. Make sure they're all cleaned up. Sometimes I keep fierce, but I'm not doing that right now. All right. Who else do we need to check out? Oh, the Kargs Oh, not those guys. I need to double check the cargs. Make sure not. Oh, brutal. Level 2. What else do we got? Nothing. So I'm gonna be playing around with the cargs trait foolhardy on my. I saw some posts on Discord for male Dawnbreaker, Dawnbreaker, and because he always starts off the battle with his ultimate, followed by like one auto attack, followed by the active, followed by another attack, and then normally by about that time it's time for another ultimate as well. So like when attacking, if the target has more than 80% constitution, deals an additional 17.5% damage, and that's at just level 18. So I'm guessing maybe level 22 might be 25% damage or 30. I don't know. It could be pretty fantastic. So I'd like to try that out, but I haven't got a chance to yet. So there's another brutal. Let's mark that level 2. And I think for the rest of them, he doesn't have any honorables. One I get that's kind of makes him go down on the totem pole a little lower level. I already did my male Travains. I think I got all the honorables and all the energetic and all the brutals. So who else do I want? Female Karg. And you might be asking me, why do I have some at level 20? I'm not going to give that away in this video because it's something pretty cool. Alright, so Aeson. I need to clean them up too. There's a brutal, make her level 2. See, did you notice? So I have to go over while it's in details. I can't go over and trait when I go to higher levels or it kind of messes it up. So developers, if you're watching this video, please fix. It'd really help out in just being able to scroll through things properly. All right, let's get the male Aeson under control as well. All right. There's an honorable. Sweet. Not getting any fierce, as I told you before. Not right now. And I don't need to marry a lot of traits on for this marriage competition. And so I'm not really too worried about it. All right, let's see if anybody else is below 3-star. Sometimes I'll dig into the 3 stars, like if there's a brutal or something on an Ugrel. See, there's an honorable if I really have to, but right now I'd rather use them for fodder in Ascension instead of wasting them for, for this purpose here. For moving a trade over, sorry. And I have good news. I during this companion store event, I was able to get the stone thrower companion and already get her up to mythic, so I could start pumping out those rapid shots. But here's the best part. This is what I'm really excited about. Like, look, I still have plenty of intimacy to go still, so I can get her up to level 19 or level 20 rapid shot, and I'm really excited about that because I wanted to do it a long time ago, and then I can almost eliminate agile from members of my team altogether, and it frees up a lot of great spots. So in my primary team right now, I'm running with female Ho with rapid shot here, and it's 25.81%, but I'd like to get like what, 30% or however high it goes. Max cunning mandatory. Ambitious just because I like for her ult to go off quicker. And let me explain a couple things with female Ho. Because she has her passive and it blocks 9 different attacks, which is amazing, I feel like I don't really need honorable or energetic on her because she's got 9 freebies essentially. And unless they're her weakest, I feel like one of her enemies that's strong against her is male Bloom. because he'll use his active to teleport right up to her if she's in the back row. He'll get his active where he attacks really fast, and it knocks off those 9 passives really quick. And so that's why I have Brutal on her, because all of her abilities other than her passive scale off of Brutal. And I like a heal, a really strong heal from her. It just really helps out. Though, in all honesty, it's more the damage delay that I need for her in my primary team. So, again, going back to her, that rapid shot, I can't wait to get that higher level on her, or be able to put it on someone else. So, get this. I have my male Askavarg at just only Vigor level 20, and he is a monster. Look at this. He not only has 139 million hit points, which affects his ult. It just makes him incredible. His passive is boosted 35%. But all you really need on him is energetic. Now, I've done some experimentation, and fortitude is incredible. But you don't really need it because he's got the searing armor that boosts his fortitude. And I use some guardian stones for tanks that increase fortitude as well. So he's got like 1.4 million fortitude, which is fine. He stays alive pretty much as long as anybody on my team, even at vigor level 20. And so I can focus on really boosting the vigor of some of my other champs. But look at this guy. Not only does he have inspiring, but he's got sanguine and hulking, and none of them are level 22, which I'm working on that. I'm trying to get the inspiring up, I don't really have means to get the sanguine up because I don't have the Lume companion yet, but hopefully that's coming up in the future companion stores for me. My hulking, I think, is 21, and I'm working hard to get it 22. So that'll come in handy too, because I do run with Male Soul, and everyone knows for Male Soul, he's got 4.2 million strength. You really need that maximum hulking. I really teamed up with Male Soul. Goes nicely with Scarlet in your team, because when she ults, it almost brings everybody down into ultimate ability for Male Soul. And so also she offers that level 22 hulking, like just from how she is. So I would always recommend as a great team synergy to do Male Soul with your Scarlet, especially if they both have a lot of vigor on them. But check this out. My aggressive, only level 19. And with aggressive, it only goes up to 20%, I think, anyways. But it's how quickly it goes up. So I think it may be aggressive 22. It goes up by 2% every attack. And if you have maximum rapid shot, then you don't even need agile on Male Soul, I don't think. And like, he'll be procking his aura. He'll be like knocking down the cooldown. It's really good synergy. So, and then with him, ambitious, because you want that ult to be started as soon as possible. And then fighting wheel for the first 10 seconds. This is the Dravapala trait, which, since I did invest in that dang clan and they turned out to kind of be a bust, and there's a few things that developers can do to fix that clan, by the way. And I would highly suggest they look into fixing the flaws in it, so that that clan could be feasible in in-game groups. It would be nice, because I don't think anyone uses her in any of their groups, which is really sad, because I have her at level 700, but she's worthless. It's a bummer. And so that's what we got there. Okay, back to cleaning up the roster. Let's get back to the original intent of this. So the point of cleaning up my roster, like I said, I kind of want to lower my total power. If it's over 3 billion, that means that you probably need to use some of your fodder, do some stuff with it. So the reason why I went through and leveled up everything that I'm going to be using is because I'm going to be doing some ascending. And when you're doing some ascending, oh, I haven't done my female Travains yet. I just saw an honorable. So look at this. If I go to trait right now and I go over, oh, it actually went correctly. But it used to go to the next level 2 and kind of mixed up your order of moving over. There's another honorable. Sorry, I'll go from the top because I didn't get her cleaned up appropriately. Loyals, I don't care for. Energetics, level 2. Another one, level 2. Because when you're doing your marriages and you're doing exact trait move overs, a lot of your characters are going to have agile. So it's nice to have Travains with common traits that your characters have, so you can marry over an agile really quickly as you're doing your marriages and getting that move. So that's why I do this. Little tips and tricks for people. Maybe you don't do this, you'll find out it makes your life a whole lot easier. Just keeps everything cleaner. Just going to double check my male Travains real quick. I'm pretty sure I did them, but you never know. Again, there's a loyal, don't care. Only really care about the brutals, energetics, honorables, occasionally a fierce. Occasionally. Because I've started putting more fierce on my teams, and I really like it. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the results. I'm kicking booty in the Valley of Conquerors. Like, for instance, here, let's check this out. Level 55 Vigor, Focus 22, Ambitious only 21. I can't believe that. I got to get that level 22 on there. Give me an extra 15 energy right at the beginning. And maybe that's why people are getting a little bit of a jump on me, you know? And one nice thing about starting the battles awesome, again, I'll give you these little tips and tricks, is I really like this one right here. This Celestial Bonds. And check it out. I've got all my Celestial Bonds to level 6 now. So that unlocks it where I can get this one now to add, it decreases all enemies' original starting energies by 200. The wording in this one is garbage. I'm sorry. I really wish Goat Games would hire me to properly give the English verbiage to all the traits, because sometimes it just hurts me to read these things. So Go Games, if you need someone to do that, hit me up, man. I'll do it. Pay me a little bit of money. You guys do make a lot of money. So when the battle starts, decreases all enemies' starting energies by 200. All allied champions share the same effect, but with only 60% of the decreased energy. So if you think of 200 energy starting less for all enemy champions, so that negates a lot of 2/3 of their maximum ambitious. So if it gives 300 energy, it negates 200 of that right at the beginning. Not only that, if they're rolling up on you all ramped up with energy already from fighting other people, it's going to decrease their starting energy by 200. That's awesome. And now look at it here. All your champions start with less energy, yes, but it's 60% of that. So all allied champions share the effect, but with only 60% of the decreased energy. So I think that they lose 40%. I think that's how it is. So they still gain, or they still lose 120 energy. So if you have maximum ambitious, that's, you're still gaining 180 energy at the beginning. And I won't lie to you, my main group pretty much all has ambitious. I just had to do it. Look at this. Water and Sun. Ambitious needs to be maximized. I got Brutal Fierce. I just want to destroy enemies' teams in the first 10 seconds, because I told you I have Inspiring on my Askavarg. I got Sanguine, so I get that 2% right at the beginning, and then it gains. I get 5% right at the beginning from Hulking. And then, so I'm just looking to destroy people those first few bits. So I got that Fighting Will. I got Ambitious on him. Who else? Female Hose in my main team. She's got Ambitious. She's Brutal. She's just ready to destroy with her active. And then I also have Mel Dawn. But because of his skill, where he starts the battle with his ult due to his passive here, he starts his ult. Look at this. 860% of, here we go again, developers and whoever's writing these, it says 160% of her strength. This is a male character, so we need to get that swapped over and fixed, because you want to have a good game. You want to have a well put together game. You want all your verbiage on there for all the languages to make sense and be straight. And so, like, spend a little bit of money, get that fixed up. That's my suggestion. But here's my traits. I have enfeebling. Yes, I know that's kind of weird. But male Dawnbreaker can't be dodged. So, due to his passive. And so, every attack, other than being blocked, which I wish they would put that in his male pass or in the passive as well, is that he can't be dodged or blocked. That would mean that male Dawnbreaker, every attack is a hit. And so right now he can only be blocked, which is a bummer because sprites can really put a damp in him. But every time he hits, he lowers enemy strength by 5%. And that's great because it also triggers male Water and Sun passive, which is what I'm going for with that. So he's got the energetic because his vigor's only level 40 right now. He's kind of a little weaker. And so I need that energetic just so he can be in the end game. And then he's also got, of course, the brutal and fierce because he starts off the battle with a bam, an ult. 860% of his strength. Look at his strength. It's 3.2 million. Like, okay, let's do this. I'm sorry. We got to do this. So, 8.6 times, how much did I say? 3.2 million. And this isn't it. This is just from his strength. This is not including fears, any of my modifiers for all sorts of stuff like damage dealt. Of course, it doesn't include enemies honorable and their damage reduction, but let me point that out. This is the only 40 vigor male Dawnbreaker. He starts the battle off, and don't forget, he's got Inspiring, he's got Hulking, he's got Sanguine, he's got all this good stuff, and he just comes right out, and he blasts somebody. Guess what? I'm putting Fighting Will on him, too. That's an extra 15% strength. Plus the 5% from Hulking, that's an extra, let's look at this, times 1.2. 33 million damage from an only 40 vigor male Dawnbreaker. So he walks out. First thing he does is the person in the enemy's position opposite of him, and I think I have him in position 3 in my team. He walks out and he blasts that character. He just 33 million damage, and here's why I do it. Can I give y'all some tips here? Like, this is my team synergy. I'm giving it to you. This is a little trick. I have male Soul, and he's got ambitious. He's in position 1. So what's important about position 1? Female Ho tosses her passive on him. Guess what female Ho passives does? Come on, stick with me here. There's a lot of complication. It gives 250 energy over 5 seconds. 50 energy per second. And what that does is, not only does male Soul start off with ambitious, 300 energy, but he also gets female Ho. So now here's the thing that I'm really sad about. Due to the passive of male Soul, he gains a conversion of all strength buffs, like from female Lionstone or female Selphos, into energy gain. And sadly, I've taken my first group away from female Selphos, who's amazing, but she's a marksman, and I haven't really buffed marksman in my Guardian Stones, so I'd rather have female Ho on my team. And so female Ho gives this guy 250 energy. Guess what? Guess what else? Male Dawnbreaker, right at the beginning, casts his ult on the position opposite of him. And guess what that does? If that position casts an ult, look at this. If the affected target casts an ultimate skill in the next 8 seconds, which is a long time, all allied champions recover 250 energy. Boom, instantly. And they get 25% damage reduction for, what was that? 5 seconds. Incredible. His ult, people underestimate it like crazy. It is anti-male water and sun. And not to mention his active too. So look at all this energy I have flying around for male soul just to get his active off in the first 10 seconds. And with all his built up strength, he just starts executing, executing, executing. So like male Dawnbreaker with his starting ult comes out, knocks somebody down by 33 million. The only person on an enemy's team that really doesn't affect is probably a tank. Everybody else is like gets dropped within my male soul's range. And look at this. My male soul is only 76 vigor. I have people in my guild like Grawl who are like vigored out the wazoo with their male soul. Like when his male soul gets his ult off, everybody on my team just has a tiny little slice before he just starts executing them. And that's people with energetic. Like, if that gives you an idea how powerful this synergy is. So, Dawnbreaker brings him into execute range. Female Ho and male Dawnbreaker both are giving energy to male Soul. Male Soul is right up on the enemy team from the get-go due to male Askavarg, and so his aura is preventing all male Water and Sun healing. And then my male Water and Sun is just boom, destroying, ultimate, because he's getting energy from his passive that goes with, like, male Dawnbreaker is one of the most synergetic champions out there, and what he does for my team is so valuable. And not only is he doing the enfeebling with his auto attack that triggers male Water and Sun passive for energy, his ult's giving my whole team energy, and it's giving him damage reduction to start the battle off strong. Male Askavarg is just right into the midst of the whole enemy, and he is just taunting. He's just trying to keep male Water and Sun down. And then, oh man, I love my primary team. Like, I don't think I could have more of a fun primary team. I wish I could fit female Selphos in there. I really wish I could fit female Galabar in there. But you know what? Female Galabar, female Lionstone, female Selphos, and male Bloom, and Phoenix make an insanely awesome second group, and a second group that can actually compete with a lot of first tier groups, even though sadly, look, they're not. My Phoenix only has 16 vigor. My female Selphos is at 37. My female Ho, that's why she dies a lot. She's only at 45. Anyhow, so all right, so we cleaned up. We're coming to the altar, and now let's get some stuff going on here. I'm going to tell you how I think about all this, just so that y'all can do some tips and tricks that work for you. No, I don't like that. So, I'm not using these common Askavargs because they're very important. Like, when I want to marry a trait, oh, sorry, that's the female. So, for instance, whenever I want to marry a trait onto my male Askavarg, look how many clan traits he has. He's got 3 of his 4. So if I want to do a clan trait in for that energetic, you have to have those common Askavargs. You have to have those. Because if not, you can't get that exact clan trait over onto them without taking a risk, like rolling the dice, and you might lose a really important clan trait that you don't want to lose. So let's go back to the altar. All right. But this male Askavarg that's right here, I could totally get rid of because I don't need him. I'm holding on to her because my Askavarg companion can't pump out mythics yet, so I'm keeping her in case I want to put her fortitude boost on a champion, because my thought was I just got male warbreaker or bringer, more male warbringer. That character is awesome, but oh, sorry, not male warbringer, male stone thrower, male stone thrower. So what's cool about male stone thrower is he scales off of fortitude. And so if I put her clan trait on him, that might really boost him like crazy. And I want to give that a shot. So I'll get there. Anyhow, so let's do some cleanup. My next goal for warriors right now, I've got male Ascavarg, female Galabar, female Choir, and female Lionstone, all to max level. And I love the Tide Raisers. Female Tide Raiser is really cool. Male Tide Raiser is cool, but I don't have their companion. I'm really far away from it, so I can't really focus on that. So I could save up warriors for the next warrior that comes out, but let me tell you, I really like male Ascavarg. He does something for my team that no other champion can do, so I want to kind of keep him rocking. So the next one I'm going to do is male Choir. He's one of my favorites. I think he's a really versatile character. Let me show you what traits mine has right now. He's really cool. Boom. So I put Rapid Shot on him because I had gotten a Stone Thrower that was a mythic from a summoning, and I needed another champion that gave support and gave Rapid Shot to my group 2 or group 3. And so I have Rapid Shot on female Lionstone, female Hoe, and then male Choir. And they all are in different teams normally, so it allows me to keep my Rapid Shots spread out among different teams. He also has Dutiful. And every time he dies, so he resurrects a lot, and every time he dies, he gives 160 energy to all my teammates. Fantastic ability for him. And I thought about self-sacrificing from the Galabars on him. I had that on him. I thought about Last Wish from the Dawnbreakers. I had that on him too. But honestly, as I've played with them, I feel like Brutal and Energetic do the best because they synergize with his abilities. Look at this. Each attack heals the caster by 5% of his max constitution. You need Energetic there. His stun, even though he's got low strength, the damage is based off stun. The shield here is based off max con, so again, you need Energetic. But his heal for his ultimate, and if it triggers his energy gain for him and a random champion on your team, is strength based, equal to 178.6% of the caster's strength at level 11. And so, yeah, I really like this character. Male Choir has been one of my favorites. When female Davala was the #1 champion, I gotta say, this character was really, really cool. And synergized really well with her. Alrighty. So, alright. So let me get back. I'm getting back into the male Choir. So what I'm going to do is I don't have any male Choirs available. So what I'm going to do is prepare the second part of the fodder, which is getting this part, which is 5-star champions just ready. And what this does is this also lowers my overall might. And I'm going to give you all a trick here. It makes it easier for your matchmaking in Valley of Conquest. It makes it easier in your matchmaking in a lot of things. And it's just better to get some of that fodder out of your materials. So let's go ahead. So we need 5 of them. Looks like we have a whole bunch of male Galabars, but they're mythic. And I want to lower my... I'm using them in the fodder for Ascension. And I want to lower it. But listen... I'm keeping all my common female and male Lionstones because, again, those are using marriage traits, and a lot of my people have ambitious. So I need that common, that one marriage slot common. It's very important. But I don't care as much about male Karguk. I don't care as much about male Lionstone, honestly. I will ascend some dwarves, some Sally horns, and I'll use them as well. And then let me show you what I do with them. So first of all, let's just get some Sally horns knocked out. Watch what I do here. I don't care for epic level. I don't care for legendary. Like, those are all things I want to get rid of. And I want to lower my might. So I'm going to find any of my level 1 Sally horns. Don't use my level 2. Remember, I'm going to need those later. So I choose a level 1. And I go to my females that are higher rarity, and I use them. So I'll use the epic one, and I'll use the rare one. If you use another male that's higher rarity, it will increase the rarity of the one you're doing, and you don't want that. So do you see this right here? Upgrade rarity to legendary. I don't want that because that's higher might than a common, okay? So let's get him out of there. Oh, clear. Boom. Let's get him out of there. And let's put the female Sally horn in there. All right, there we go. So another 2-star dude to add as our fodder. And then, so that was a male one. Let's do a female one as well, just to get rid of the male higher rarity one. So we got the legendary here. We also have the just rare one. And then again, she is just a common. So that's the least amount of might, but it's still a 2-star, which is what we wanted in the long run. And so I'm looking for any 2-star of them that's higher rarity. Not really seeing it. Ooh, okay. I see something I need to do to clean up as well. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a male. Let's take out 2 level 1 females. Now we got our first level 3 male. I'm going to be using the level 3 males to do all the ascension. So I told you, I'm not using level 2. Those are traits that I need to use for other classes and whatnot. So I'm just going, see, I won't use those. I only have 1 male there. Okay, so I need to make a couple. I need to upgrade a couple more, or send a couple more. There's a male, couple females. Let's do a female just to kind of keep it level with a couple males. So now we have 3 level 2 ones. And again, I'm sticking with the male. So right there. Boom. Now watch what I do here. Remember, the goal is 5 5-star champions to ascend my male choir. So the characters that I just made, which were awesome, we'll do these, and I want to use these mythic champions because it will lower my might way more. So 4-star Sally Horn, using up a mythic. And another 4-star Sally Horn. And then here, actually, I can use up 2. So I don't need that female Karguk. And then I don't need this female choir. So I'm going to go ahead and combine those into a 4-star. Now check this out. Look at this, making this 5-star. 5-star common Sally horn. And I just lowered my might by a shoot ton by doing that, by the way. Actually, let's check it out. Let's do a little experiment. How are we looking on time on this video? Let's see. Oh, we're getting kind of long on this video. So I'm going to cut it down here pretty soon. Let's do this might test real quick. 3226. We're at 3226. Remember that number for me. 3226. All right, let's do another one of these. I think I have another male Sally horn, right? Yeah, there's a male Sally horn. Did I have another male Sally horn? I do not. So let's make another male Sally horn, and we can get rid of some of this lower level fodder. Bam. And oops. There we go. All right, let's make another 3-star male Sally horn by what we just gathered. Again, not using any level 2s. That's how we keep it clear here. That's how we keep everything organized. It's really important. So now we have 2 male Sally horns. 3226 was our number, remember? I don't need this male Askavarg here, but yeah, I don't need them. I have mine at 700, so let's go ahead and use them. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes again, making an ascended male choir. All right, here we go. Get those rocking. And then I told you, I'm just rocking through these male Galabars that I produced. I produced them all when I was trying to get my female Galabar to 700, which she is now. She's really awesome. And so, there we go. So now we just made another 5-star common male Sallyhorn. So look, 2 of 5. Woohoo! We're doing it. And let's see how much that lowered my might just by that one deal. We were at 3226. Now we're at 3157. That is awesome. That's a ton of drop in our power, and that's what we're going for. So I'll do one more little deal here just to kind of show you what I'm working with. So these 2 male lion stones, I'm okay with getting rid of those because I have all these common ones. So that's going to be my next 5-star fodder here. So again, I'm going to use a mythic that's not him. If you use the same mythic as him, it will upgrade his rarity level. We established that earlier. So here's the other one coming in. And I'm almost out of these male Galabars. And I would level male Galabar, but he's so weak against Phoenix. He's so weak against male Soulkeeper. Like anybody who the Warbringers, anybody who reduces his healing, he's just so weak against now. So I don't think he's really feasible in the main group. All right, so we got 2 of those, and then we need to do one more of, and again, we don't want to use the male lion stones, so we're going to just use this, and then we will use one of these males as upgrading the male Galabar. So we do this, bam, bam. So where we were at 3226, we are at now 3125. So basically down 100 million power and just 2 combines, and while getting closer to our male choir. And so like I feel like everybody needs to do a little roster kind of cleanup. You need to get these things all in order. So like you're ready for the marriage challenge, you're ready for the might challenge. There's a lot of stuff coming up. And I need to still, like I said, get rid of a lot of these. I'll kind of, as I get these 3-star, like this Karguk right here, I know I'll be getting some more of him probably from exploration kind of deal. So I'll come down, and who do I need to get rid of? One more of these male lion stones here. So I'll go ahead and do that. And again, like I said, I know that he will be, and that'll lower my might even more. So 3119, like almost took me down, what, 7 million there. That's a ton for one ascension combination. That's pretty easy. So anyhow, sorry, I'm not going to sit here and start doing the other stuff in the game. I just kind of wanted to show you about how to do that with the roster. You'll clean up the whole thing. You'll get your 5 stars for people that you don't need. Right now, I can show you that I'm trying to ascend my male hoe and get him up to level 700. I have quite a bit of ascension materials already for him, and I've been working on them. So you can see right now that I have 3 out of 8 of him 5-star, and I have a bunch of male or baby hoes queued up in the airs. And then look, I already have the 6 of, though I won't be using my female Lume, I'm saving those, but I have all the other ones just ready to go. And so it's just a nice process. I don't use up any of the traits, the fodder for traits and marriages that I need to use up. It gets me just, it really helps me improve my teams and just get the junk down a little bit. Get your total power down so you can like play against like opponents more your level. The thing about whales is their total power is really high. And so if your power kind of is just going nuts and you have all this extra fodder, they're going to put you against whales, and that sucks. So I would highly recommend dropping that power, maximizing your characters, really working on those synergies as well. So that'll be the video. I've gone long enough and I've given you a lot of tips and tricks. So I'm going to kind of label this video under roster cleanup and or champion list cleanup and team synergies. And I'll probably be releasing a lot of these, and hopefully people like them. Hopefully people listen to them, give you some hints and some tricks, because I get obsessed about games, and I've learned all these things over the time I've been playing this. I've almost played this game for an entire year. And so I just want to share that with people that didn't have that opportunity, maybe haven't picked up on it, or they're trying to get to a point like advanced gameplay kind of deal. So message me inside Discord at Gnome, or message me on YouTube and let me know what you think. If you have any comments, if you want to go back and forth over some things that I've been talking about, or if you have anything to educate me about. I'm not the end all on this game. There's some players that really inspire me to like work on my team synergies, get my traits down. But either way, that's Gnome. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Peace.